So first, in a small bowl we mix 3 tablespoons of water and 3 tablespoons of milk. Mix this together and then add 2 tablespoons of bread flour. Mix it together and then heat it up. You can either do it in the microwave or on the stove like me. It just has to be thicker, but not too thick, so if it's completely lumpy then just add a bit more liquid and mix it. Cover it with cling film and leave it to chill in the fridge. Next, in a separate bowl, make sure it's quite a big bowl, add 2.5 cups of bread flour. You can use plain flour if that's what you have. The only difference is you probably have to knead it a bit longer. And then we add a 1/4 cup of white sugar, brown sugar will work too, and a tablespoon of yeast. Mix this all together and this will be your dry ingredients, or dry mixture. In a separate bowl, mix 1 cup of milk. Make sure it's warm, so I did heat it up in the microwave for a few seconds, but not too hot, just warm. And then heat up a 1/4 cup of melted butter. I heated up this in a separate bowl and then I added it to the milk mixture. And then I added an egg, mixed it all together, made sure it was warm. I did put it back to the microwave, not too long because I didn't want the egg to cook. And then I added the cold mixture, made at the start. And then we are going to add this to the dry mixture, the flour. And by this point the dough will be very, very wet. So when you're kneading it, which you have to do for around 15 minutes, you can add a lot of flour until it becomes dough-like. You'll know when it's done. It'll be very springy to the touch and very elastic. And then we leave it to rise for about 90 minutes or at least an hour. It has to double in size. And then lastly we divide it into rolls. Leave it to brew for around 40 minutes. And to give it a golden shine, this is optional, I combined 1 teaspoon of milk and an egg and used this to brush on top of the rolls so it looks better. I didn't have a brush at the time, so I just used a paper towel, which is a bit tedious, but it still works perfectly fine. And we're going to add this at a preheated oven at 180 Celsius / 350 Fahrenheit, and it will come up golden brown by the end of 25 minutes.